What's going on, guys? How we doing out there? What's up? Uh-oh. Cut my head off. Let's get a cameraman there. Okay. There we go. That's better. What's going on, guys? How you doing? Happy Wednesday. Happy hump day to everyone. Thought I'd stop by and say hi. Can't wait to cover the game. Awesome, man. Fireflex, man. Thanks for coming in and saying hello. Yeah, I'm working on it like crazy. Trying to get it out there for testing. I was gonna jump on that anyways, but wait, do I actually have the mic going? Yeah, I do. Good. I was a good boy. I did turn the mic on. So what I talked about on Monday was getting the game out. Maboob, hey, Maboob's back too. Welcome, buddy. What I was hoping to do is actually release it under Steam's. You're good. Thanks. Steam's new playtest, right? That's the new hotness, right? What I forgot, and I think I knew this before, but I totally forgot because I'm old and I drink too much diet soda. Was the fact that you can't just use it; you have to apply for it. So I've classic. I love this. You have to send a form into Steam and say, actually just a general question form, right? And it's like, if you're interested in applying, you have to say what the title is, what the release status is, when you want to test it, and what information. Lucini's here as well. Welcome, buddy. And then what you're trying to get out of it, right? So I sent in the little submission form on Steam, I said, okay, hey, here's the game, here's the release date, here's when I like to test it, and here's what I'm hoping to get out of it. And then a day later, I got an email saying that, it's a closed beta. If you're interested, then please let us know the name of the game, when it's done, when you want to release it for testing, and what you're hoping to get out of it. So it's like, wait, that's what I just sent you guys. So I sent it again, and I've heard nothing yet, so I gotta sit there and wait. If you are able to record any early gameplay footage, would love to upload it on the channel. Let me know. Check my YouTube channel. There's actually a bunch of stuff there already, which is just Scary Robot Games through YouTube. Or I could just copy paste like this. There you go. Some of the videos up there are a little on the dated side. I've been making graphical adjustments and cleanups along the way, but you should be able to find some stuff there, including a full gameplay trailer. So yeah, you can find it there. But yeah, man, thanks. I appreciate you looking into that and sharing it, man. That'd be awesome. All right, so when I finished with you guys on Monday, I was in the process of working on what would be the second. We get a trailer up now that you sent. Okay, good. Okay, cool. There's a couple of new gameplay videos, I think, since then. You can check, but yeah, I'll be doing another one, obviously, once I get this other stuff in place, but including some more of the cutscenes. Speaking of which, if you remember on Monday, you accidentally closed the stream. Oh no. Okay, I'll have to start all over again. Hey, welcome everybody. How's your Wednesday going? No, I'm just kidding. So Lucini, actually, so now I'm curious. Going back to, I think it was last week when you stopped by and you said, "Oh, hey, friends are over. I gotta go watch." You didn't say what you're watching, man. You completely left me hanging on that, right? I was just, I was curious what you guys were gonna watch because, I'm a big TV movie guy. So, anyways, if you remember on Monday, I got the triple flying up and landing. Remember, I was just kind of doing the basic motion on that. So I'll show you where I got to. At that point, I finished that, and well, I'll just shut up and show you. Let me go maximize if that button will work. There you go. All right, so you can check out what I did mostly on yesterday, complete with sound effects. There you go. So, for context, for those that may not know, the idea is that the Tribble got inadvertently beamed onto the ship in the first place. The captain freaked out and beamed him back into the center of the planet. And the idea is that you, Tribble, are climbing your way out, beginning in like the core of the planet and all that lava. You climb out of there, you climb into a canyon, and then from the canyon into a jungle. And if you reach the top of the jungle, then that happens, right? Excuse me. So you get to the very top, and then you climb on another piece of equipment and get beamed back onto the ship yet again. So got that in place. I'm all happy with that. If you remember the cutscene I did for the very first one ages ago, I was using Unity's timeline control and that kind of stuff. This one was so simple that I decided not to bother. It was easier to just do it by code. So I'm just controlling that all through code. It's just faster, I think, at least for something simple like this. I'm not sure, but we either finished Season 2 of the Dart Materials. Oh, yeah, we were talking about that before. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I really want to get into that, man. I really want to try and, I so want to enjoy that. And I've tried several times, right? I'm a big Danny DeVito fan, since like way back, right? I mean, when I was a kid, I was growing up on the old Taxi TV show, and I just loved him on there. But Louis De Palma, he was so great on there. But I just, I've tried several times, and the humor is just great. I agree, the humor is good, but it's, to me, I love comedy, but to me, the comedy that drives me nuts is the cringe comedy, right? Because to me, it's the easiest thing to write. It's the classic Three's Company, right? When the person gets caught in a lie and they have to sort of like expand on the lie to try and cover the tracks kind of thing. And it just, maybe I need to keep going, but it seems like all the episodes I was watching just sort of leaned so heavily on the cringe comedy, right? The awkward cringe comedy that it just wasn't working, But, it's always around. I think it's on one of those Netflix or Amazons, so I'll have to try and come back to that at some point. But, yeah. Anyways, my 2 cents. I know I'm in the minority. I know that the show has run for like... OP Scripter is back! Hey! Yeah. So, I know Always Sunny in Philadelphia is what? Now, like, they're on season 40 or 50 or something like that. OP Scripter, what up, buddy? Yeah, I know, it's been a while. I went into hiding. Still worked on the game, though. Did a bunch of freelance work. Squirreled away some cash for a change. But, I'm back. I'm just doing shorter streams. Just going to do it 3 times a week for about an hour or so. But, yeah, still plugging away, man. I'm doing well. Like I said, I had a nice stint, and I've talked about this before. I won't go into it too much, but I got to work on a couple more TV shows, do some animation for some things that haven't come out yet, so I can't talk about them yet. But they were fun, and I'll be sure to share it once it all comes out. Even there was another one too that I talked about, teased a while back, that I was trying to land, and it would have been so cool, but unfortunately the project went away. We'll have to see if it just went to someone else or if they just didn't do it. When the show comes out, I'll find out if they just gave up on the idea or if I just didn't get the chance to do it. But anyways, they don't really do that cringe thing. They're basically playing huge selfish a-holes that always have dumb ideas and get in the worst things, and they always dig deeper. Yeah, I get it. Like I said, I know it's a massively popular show, and I don't know, it's just humor. It is a difficult concept. But, I so want to get back into it because there's just, I want to enjoy it because there's so many seasons there available. Keeping busy is always great to see you. Thanks, man. Thanks for coming around. Good to see you, too, man. It's been ages. I know. But yeah, it was a combination of things, right? It was a combination of, I was still having issues with the internet because it was sort of like the early days where everyone was staying home and, my internet was crappy beyond belief, and I had some stumbling blocks just from my own stuff. But things are better now, and and so I'm in really good shape at this point. As I was telling earlier, I have the game ready to pretty much test. I'm just waiting for Steam to get back to me so I can put it on playtest. So right now the key things I'm still working on is leaderboards, the missions, which are set up. I just sort of have to choose what the missions will entail, but all the coding is in there, and the cutscenes, which is what I'm currently working on. And I'll show you just one more time since you just came in. So this is a scene where the Tribble reaches the top of the jungle and gets, boom, lands on there, and then climbs on the last bit of equipment, and then gets beamed back onto the ship yet again, where he started in the beginning of the game. So from that scene, we jump to the next scene, which would be the bridge. There you go. So here we go. This is my makeshift bridge. So the captain will be sitting here with the number 1 by his side. and she's going to tell him that, okay, we got all the equipment loaded and the triple's back, and he's going to get pissed. No big shock there. So I'm just starting on that process, and okay, now this goes way back, but if you guys remember, I'm using Maya to do my 2D animation, and you go, wait, what? But Maya really isn't designed for 2D animation. Oh, that is so true, man. Gotta go. No worries, Lashini. Thanks for coming in, man. Nice to see you. Thanks, man. Hopefully you can make it again on Friday. I'll be around. All right, man. Thanks for stopping by. So yeah, so I know. And the crazy question is, why in the hell are you using Maya, right? And the cool, man. And the simple answer is because I've been using it for, God, almost 2 decades. Over what, like 18 years now. So, and I own it. Well, I license it, so it's a good choice. And then the key replacement of Spine, you know, as I talked about before, Spine had no graph editor, right? No practical graph editor. Their new beta actually has one. So if I was starting now, I would invest in Spine and go that direction. But at this point, I've just been using Maya. And one of the things that's always driven me nuts about it, if you guys remember, is I had to do this trick where I spaced them out like this, like crazy, just so I could get some of the depth to work. Because Maya, in their infinite wisdom, if you use objects that have transparencies on them, like here, right? All these things obviously have transparency because they're sprites, right? Maya just doesn't know how to process them correctly, right? So, I mean, here's a perfect example. I mean, if you see, well, okay, this needs a little close, right? But, I mean, there's so many parts where the depth just, and then because it's part of an IK, I have to keep them kind of side by side. But you can see how this leg here is on top of the other one, right? Which is just absolutely freaking wrong. So, and another thing, too, is, if you remember before, the reason I had the 2 characters facing in the same direction, there you go, and that the first version of the cutscene, the first scene, was because I literally couldn't flip the character, right? It just broke it. So what I finally came up with was the idea that, okay, I got to come up with some better system. So that's what I've been working on this morning. So what I'm doing now is I'm going back. I'll give you an example here. I did one as a proof of concept. If I turn off my geo, there it is. So we got this bad boy, right? So what the difference here, the key difference here is, whereas before I was just using just a generic kind of quad, right, with an alpha to cut out the texture, right, and that's what's throwing Maya. So my solution was, if I go ahead and actually just sort of make geometry that matches it, now there's no alpha, right, there's no transparency. And what I did is, because if you flip it, then it's one-sided because, well, it's Maya and it's stupid. So I found, like, there's this convoluted way that you could try and make it double-sided in the display, but I gave up. So a simple solution was just to mirror it. So I have 2 versions of the object like that, back to back. So now I can sit there and not worry about rotating, right, and losing the texture here, and all I'm trying to do is animate it. I mean, this stuff is mainly more for reference because it's going to kick out just the motions of the bones and apply it to the character in the scene. But just so I can see it better, I want to come up with the system. So that's what I'm doing. And I've gone through, and as you can see, this is all the different parts on just the captain character. And you can't see it now, but all these had asterisks beside them to show that I was still in the process of updating them. And now I'm down to just the last couple. So that's what I'm going to be doing here in just a second. And then once I have these, I'll import them in and just do a parent constraint. So that way I don't have to worry about them getting kicked out. I know. Yeah. Yeah. I looked up, wait, let me get the dictionary. I looked up convoluted, and there's a picture of me doing this whole process. I know, this is just stupid, but it's the only way I can make this work, short of spending $300 on Spine and starting at the base of the learning curve of Spine. And it's still, the graph editor is in beta, right, on Spine, so I could still have issues. I read in the forums one guy was using it, and every time he opened up the Spine editor, the program crashed on him. So my luck, that's exactly what would happen. So that was when I decided, you know what, let's save the cash for right now, and let's just make some way work. And that's what I'm doing. So, and if you're curious, it's like, wait, why is it all black and white? And simple answer for that is because it's easier. So if I bring it back into regular color, you can see how hard it is to say, wait, where is the edge, right? You know, you can see the edge bleeds on all this kind of stuff, and I can't tell what's what. So by just forcing it into alpha only, now I can see where the edges are. And it's easier for me to go ahead and make the edges here. Excuse me. And that made everybody have, look at that, it made everybody suddenly have asterisk as if they need to be saved. That's Lightwave, that's a bug right there for sure. Alright, so but I can look at this, and if I see the object shaped like that, then I know I've already worked on it, so we just go with that. So there you go. So we have pelvis, the reference. Obviously we don't do anything with the reference because we don't need that. So let's move on to the thumb, and the thumb gets a little trickier here. The thumb and the fingers, because they're segmented, right? I mean, there's multiple joints that affect the finger, right? So what I'm doing here is, rather than trying, because I'm going to do parent constraint, which with parent constraint there's no way to make the weighting of the joints blend in that. So my workaround is, let's see, yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and just draw some points here. Let me start right there in the middle there. So I'm just kind of casually drawing the points, and it doesn't have to be exact. I'm not making this pretty, I'm just making it fast and close enough, like that. And it doesn't matter because this is only for reference for my animation. And so once I actually export this to Unity, none of this stuff will transfer over anyways. So there we go. So there's all my points. I hit P to make it into a polygon, and yeah, as I said, not pretty, but it's functional. Oh, do I have a point here? Shoot, I don't. Let me move this bad boy over to here, like so. There. And then let's figure out where he is in the UV. Oh, I lost it. There it is. Okay, he's up here in the corner. That's where we're going to be going here in just a second. So we delete him. Make sure that the points are at 0. You always find a way. Yeah, this is sort of like my video game, right? This is like the ultimate logic puzzle. Oh, and then so what I did here is, you see it's one-sided, right? So if I just export this, and if I turn it around in Maya, boom, you're going to see it's just going to be invisible. So my simple solution is just to mirror it like that. So now I have 2. So now it doesn't matter what side I'm on, you will see something appearing. A hack, but it's going to work. And then I have these values already set up for the UV. I'm going to drop them in here, and that gets me close. And then I come up in here and then shrink it down, kind of position it. This one I rotated. I have no idea why he was rotated. But that's close. Oh crap, you know what? I did this wrong. Let me go ahead and clear that out, because I forgot. Because this is jointed, right? You know, so there's 2 different bones that can control this. So what I need to do is grab these guys, copy, paste it to another layer, and then I'm going to split them in half. Do I have points? I do. Like so. So there's 1/2. And then I'll kill the ones on this side. 1/2. Really? Jerk. There we go. There. So, you know, now I can go ahead and just parent constraint the lower half of the finger to the, and I got this backwards. I don't normally like to do the other way around. So let me go X, put them here, X, put him at the base, and put him at 2. There it is. There. So then the base joint will control this half, and then this one will control this half. And obviously when I rotate it, you know, it's going to be split, but that doesn't matter. I mean, because I know that once I export it, it'll be nice and pretty, but just for this, at least I'll be able to see the texture on both sides, and the depth will be good, and all that kind of crap, if that makes sense. All right, so now we're good. Now we can go ahead, oops, and make that UV like we did before. So let's slide him up here, put him in place like so. There we go. Get a little closer. Not exact. I don't care. It just has to be like somewhat close. There you go. All right. So then let's go ahead and export the FBX version. Do that. There you go. There's the FBX, and we save, and he's done. Now we got the right thumb. I forgot one other thing too, just to make my life easier. If I push him backwards, that'll make sure that I grab the points faster. So let's go ahead and do the same thing here, like so. Just kind of drawing the points around. Even what I'm doing is probably overkill in terms of like the detail, but it's not like it's going to affect performance. So what the heck? Done. I know. Mabuba is great at keeping Penny happy. But Mabuba is just trying to get himself back on the scoreboard. Since he changed his name, he found himself back in the bottom again. So he's just chiseling away, trying to climb back onto the top of the leaderboards. It'd be funny when he actually bumps his own score out. Alright. So let's go like that. Yeah, I gotta get my points. Well, you know what? I'm not paying attention. So if you want to go ahead and turn your hack back on so you win like 100% of the time like you're doing the other day, I won't say a thing, man. No one's gonna watch, no one's gonna pay attention. So go ahead. Cheat your brains out. Okay, so that was that thumb, and that's over here. Yep, and Penny is good company. She is. And she's I don't think she's sitting by the door yet, but she'll be there pretty soon. She's gotten really good at, even the short time that I've been back doing this again, she knows when it's right around 3 o'clock, and she'll start bugging me again. Alright, so thumb looks good there. Let's go ahead and get the UV. Drag him down here. I think it is this guy. Almost done. And then I get to the arduous task of dragging in all these pieces and putting them in place and doing the parent constraint. So I'm not going to get to animation today. So I lied and I said animating the cutscenes. No, that ain't happening today. Sorry. Alright. So I did that. What I'll probably do is finish this, and then the only dog I'm not scared of. I love it. Penny would be so happy about that. Alright. So I'll probably actually go back and do the number one, rig her all up and get that. So then when Friday rolls around, I will actually be doing some animation. At that point, I should be part of the way in on this scene for the animation. And the beauty of this is that once I create this stupid rig, I'll be able to reuse it for the other scenes as well. So this is a one-off, right? So, and all right, let's write him, save. All right, we got 3 more. And these, wait, did I break him up or did I just get stupid and let's see, thumb right. Nope, I got stupid. Chatting away and forgot that I need the points. Let's go wireframe. Where's the middle? Right there. So let's go. The middle's right there-ish. Like so. Yeah, it kind of works. Like so. There he goes. Alright. So let's do that again. Making that UV was so much fun that I wanted to do it twice. That should be good. Alright. So let's go ahead and kick that FBX out yet again. Save this. Only 860 points from the top. There you go, man. Yeah. You can taste it. It's like right there. Well, considering you're the only person playing it, you know, your odds are good of not getting skunked by anyone else anytime in the near future. Alright. So 2 more. And let me switch this back to textured wire so I can see what I'm doing. Good. And this one I don't have to break up, so this one's a little bit faster. What is this? This is, oh, the toes. Yeah. You see these really soft edges. I guess that's a lot of the fur with the softness. Oh, I forgot to look. I don't know if you succeeded that time or not. Alright, come back around. And I totally forgot where I made my first point. Oh, right there, okay. There we go. And I did it backwards. Flip it. I forgot to turn the hacks on there. OP script, you got bumped? Yeah. Oh, look at that. 2 in a row. Man, that sucks. Sorry about that. Oh, no, you're back down to 0. Dude, I'm sorry. Yeah, there's a few new names in there. So, OP Scripter, what you been up to, man? What fun projects are you working on? You do anything interesting? All right. Maboob has decided that he is going to become a financial king, but I'm still trying to drag him back into the programming stuff. There we go. I think Maboob wants to have his maps for html.org. Let's see. Standardized methods of defining interactive geographic maps for websites. This sounds familiar. You'd started this before, right? Is this new, or is this something, because I thought there was something before that you have to refresh my memory, but I think you'd started this. The community group is hosted by Worldwide Consortium and is open to anyone interested in maps and standard. Very cool, man. That's awesome. Okay. Yeah, okay. So I thought it did sound familiar. But that's awesome, man. So rather than drag the webpage up there since there's a bunch of text, oh yeah, you did? Quit the day job? Was that like a COVID made it not like viable, or you just went, you know what, I'm out of here? Wait, but if you don't have the day job but you're working for something that's open source, isn't that a little hard to capitalize on, or did you just win the lottery, or independently wealthy, which I'm fine with that. I wouldn't mind that. All right, so here's this guy. Boom, boom. Almost there. This is almost done. Doesn't mean the tedium is done, though. Like I said, we got a whole part 2 coming up here. I don't think it's going to go fast, but we'll see. Is this secret billionaire? Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so you ever thought about investing in games? The answer is probably no, which is why he's a billionaire. All right, so that's good. Let's see. All right, so let's go ahead and kick out the FBX on that one, and we'll save him. And then finally we got the right toes, and we're done with this part of the process. Let's see. You know what? Let me start over. Let me start up here, so just know where I am. So did you see what Google, talking about games, is doing with Stadia? So I love the fact that Stadia, they have their internal company, right? And they get they cherry pick some rockstar game developers, put them together and say, okay, make us an amazingly AAA title, right? That will run in the cloud. So I mean, it can run on any number of machines, right? And they want to do something that'll be just like an ultimate show-off piece. And then they get up there and they go, yeah, we're really loving the progress. This is looking beautiful, guys. This is looking amazing. And then a week later they go, oh yeah, by the way, we're shutting it down. What? Wait, you thought it was awesome last week? That loud Stadia. Yes. Stadia at the end. Yeah. Um, but I mean, it's kind of weird because now they're still saying that, oh no, but we're still supporting the device. Stadia is still fine, right? So it's like, you know, it's like, well, we're not going to develop for it, but for all you guys out there, keep developing, right? You know, just we're not going to bother, but you guys do it. You know, it reminds me of the old Caddyshack movie, right? Where Chevy Chase and Bill Murray, right? Where it's like, you know, hey, Ty, I hear you have a pool in your backyard. Yeah, I have a pool and a pond. A pond to be good for you. Yeah, I mean, that's, you know, it's kind of like Shady's going, yeah, we know that there's a dumpster fire, but no, you guys keep going. No, keep going. We're totally backing this. Just because we shut down our internal companies that have been working on this stuff for years, you know, no, we're still serious about this. Yeah. Okay. Remain calm, all is well. I mean, it's a neat concept, and I mean, I do think that cloud gaming has a future, but at least in theory. But I mean, if Google can't pull it off, right? I don't know who can. So I don't know. We could take bets at this point and decide how long you guys think Stadia will be. Actually, now you got me saying Stadia. Excuse me. I don't know. I mean, I hope it has a future. Not optimistic, but I'd love to be proven wrong. Alright. Save that one. Alright, last one. Torso. Ta-da. It's a cool concept. It is. It is. And I don't know if it's technology ahead of its time, or if it's yeah, I'm not sure what. I mean, I think the big mistake was not having the killer app, right? And it's, I guess, because you're still, I mean, I think you still have to actually fully buy the game, right? It's not like you know, Xbox, you know, or PlayStation, where you're just buying the service and then you're getting access to all these games. I think you still have to. I mean, so the only thing is saving you is having a super high-end computer or a console, I guess. But if you're still having to pay $60 for a game that you're having to pay and play over the internet, yeah, I just, that seems kind of precarious to me. All right, so this one I'm also going to split up. This is the torso, so I'm going to split it up right here in the middle. So let's go ahead and build this guy out like so. Add my points. And if I'm smart, I remember to actually divide them up afterwards. About 50-50 chance that I remember to do that. Come back here like so. Yeah, that should be good enough. Done. Let's see. And tell you what, I'll give myself a cheat sheet. I'll kill those. Oh, kill those. Take this one. Copy, paste. Bring this back. Like, oops. Take the points. Kill that one on that side, and kill those on that side. Nope, that was wrong. I did 1 point too many there. Leave that guy. I think that's right. There it is. And we're good. Stadia. I have to admit, I haven't heard the actual song or the little commercial for it. You had a chance. You mean like you had a chance to play with the Stadia itself, or I'm always trepidatious about something that has to rely on like such a high quality of internet service, right? And I mean, especially for games where Twitch gaming, right? You know, where you know your timing has to be perfect, right? I mean, for more casual games, turn-based games or something like that, then absolutely. All right, so And where's my torso? It's right there in the middle. So we'll do this last one. We'll zoom in, shrink them down a little bit, get it kind of close. There it is. I wish I could press enter on that one. Done. Save. Okay, that should be the last one. Maybe it's a ahead of its time. Yeah. You know, we'll see. I mean, I see there being a future for that, I guess. I mean, because the internet will only get faster over the years, right? I could assume that latency will get better over the years as well. You know, so it may be people aren't ready for it. I don't know. I'm not sure what the driving factor is in it's not catching on. You know, they just kind of pushed it out there. They didn't really, you know, well, like I said, I think the key reason is sort of explaining to people why they need this versus they need their PC or their console instead. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is double check by going like this and seeing if any of these dates or times look wrong. Gun, oops, okay, so I did miss one. Finger to left and Captain Brow left. How did I miss those? Captain Brow left, which I did. I guess I just didn't get that out, so that's done. Someone I know who is an investor wanted me to do research on companies and do analysis for his investments. Awesome, man. That's exactly the kind of thing you're shooting for, right? That's cool. Congrats on that. True. There you go. You know, practical experience. That's the best way to learn all that stuff, right? Finger to left. All right, so I guess I did this one. Yeah, I did, but just didn't do the FBX for some reason. There it is. And make some money. There you go. Win-win. Nothing better than learning on the job and getting paid to do it. All right. So, with that, at this point, I should have all my FBX cranked out. All right. So now the next god-awful part is going to be this. Let's see, where is this? Okay, so let's go ahead and hide him for the moment. And I'm just going to load in piece by piece. This is going to suck. And this drives me nuts about, this is a Maya complaint here. So if I go File, Import, and let's go by name. And I'll just go down the list. So arm lower right. So I'm loading Captain Arm Lower Right, and I bring it in, and it calls it main layer. That's not what it's called. I don't know why it does that. I wish it would actually call it by its file name. That would be so much nicer. All right, so the scale is going to be 0.6. I know that because that's what this guy was. Oops. I was trying to drag and drop doing it Unity style. Maya, of course, is middle mouse button. All right. So, and then, oh, I got to go into attribute editor. So this is going to be a pain in the butt because what I got to do is take his translucence, crank that up to 1, and ambient color all the way up. That way, no matter which side I turn him, come on. There you go. It'll be lit, right? So I don't have to worry about it being like dark or invisible or whatever. All right, so then Captain Arm Lower Right. So let's find. All right, so what I have to do now, and you see why this is going to be a pain in the butt, is turn on this geo. Arm Lower Right. I think that's this guy. All right, so then what I have to do is take him and physically position him so he's in the same spot. And I'll go to perspective so I can see this a bit better. Are you going to use a spine once this game is finished, or are you going to use Maya? It totally depends on what the game is. If it's going to be 2D or 3D. The next game, which I'm still not talking about yet, I will, hopefully soon. The next game is going to be 3D, so there's just no reason to purchase Spine for that. But if I come back to another 2D game, which would be fun too, I think I'd be fine with that. Then I'd definitely get Spine. I'm not going to invest in it in the meantime, just because I won't have time to use it anyways, except for the game stuff. But, you know, at this point, I'm so close to getting this game wrapped up that the idea of buying Spine now, it doesn't seem financially viable, and just the learning curve that I have to deal with, and if I do that, then I'd be wanting to go back and reanimate all the characters again, and that is a textbook definition of feature creep. Would it make the animation better? Yeah, I think I'd definitely get some more squash and stretch, some nice deformations and that kind of stuff, but then I would have to adjust the way the collider boxes work, and then adjust all the code for that. See, feature creep. So for the foreseeable future, I'm still going to be in Maya, but the next 2D game, absolutely, I'll be happy to jump on the Spine bandwagon. But yeah, $300 right now for something that I don't see me using anytime soon. I just can't pull the trigger on that. All right, so he's in a good spot. So let me hide the geo for a second. So then what I need to do now is turn on the joints. And why did I not see joints? There it is. So then what I do is I grab that arm joint, and I grab the arm there, and I go parent constraint. There we go. So now if I hide the joints, show the controls. Oh, shoot. All right, he's behind that damn control. Okay, so let me undo that. I'm going to make sure that, there he goes, that ring is visible. So now we grab the joint again, grab him, constraint, parent constraint. There we go. So now, there you go. So I got that piece of the arm, and it doesn't matter if it flops. See, if it right here, I'm doing the Euler flip, so you can see I'm seeing both sides of it, but both sides are visible. So with the old sprites, anytime any kind of rotation happens, which number one is literally going to be turned around, so I definitely want it visible from both sides, which wasn't an option with the transparent ones. When I made a game, one of my close friends helped me. He does graphic design or is learning. That's awesome, man. I would love to have, more help, but I mean, well, I'm doing that. I do that partially, right? I mean, I've talked about it before. All the art you see here was, why is that coming up? Yeah. Do I have a Gmail open? I don't know why that's... Stop. Stop. I rejected the call. Why are you still ringing? And how in the hell did it get connected? I must have a Gmail open here somewhere. He helped you use Blender? Oh, that's awesome, man. Yeah, I think his Blender's a super fine tool. And, I've said it a million times. I'll say it again. If I was just starting out, I would absolutely jump all over Blender. And if I had the time to invest, to unlearn Maya and all my Lightwave knowledge and just go back into Blender, I would absolutely do it. And I have a ton of my Lightwave friends now, because Lightwave is not officially dead, but considering the people that bought New Tech have removed all the programmers from Lightwave, it sounds like we won't be getting a new iteration of Lightwave anytime in the near future. So for all intents and purposes, my beloved Lightwave is truly dead as a doornail. So much so that my Lightwave friends have actually created a Facebook group called Lightwave to Blender. So they're all shifting. I love that. They're like, Lightwave to no. Lightwave to Blender? Yeah. So yeah, I would love to jump into it. But I just, the time is not there for me to get over that learning curve. I did actually buy, there was something recently. It was like a collection of tutorial videos, and there was some on Blender, so I did purchase those, with the hopes that if I find the time that I would jump in. Specifically, I would use it for animation. I'd still use my other tools like modeling and rendering and some of the other like Lightwave or something like that. But for animation, I would love to shift from Maya to Blender. You know, hell of a lot cheaper. You know, it'd save me a couple $100 a year easily, automatically. Excuse me, but just the learning curve scares the hell out of me. And right now, the couple $100 a year that I pay for my LT is cheaper than the downtime I'd have trying to get fully up to speed and to the same level that I'm at with Maya in terms of animation abilities. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Alright, so let's grab this guy. Good. So he's good. Control S. So let's bring in the next bad boy. So, oh, by the way, this is kind of funny. I don't know if you noticed the casual pose. Let me turn off the joints here. There you go. Turn on Geo. So, oh, let me fix the hand here because I was trying to do that earlier. So he's just kind of hanging out like this. So you can tell this is a captain that loves his job. You know, I'll have this armrest piece right here split out so it'll go on top. So right now he's kind of laying on top of that armrest, but it would be underneath his arm but above his chest. So he's gonna be just draped over it, just loving life because, you know, he's captain. You know, nothing nothing throws him off except tribbles. All right. So let's import our next piece. Oh, let's see. And yeah, I'll just hide this for the time being. Import. So our next bad boy is down here. And what I'll do is I'll copy the name. So make this go a little faster. Get rid of the FBX. Drag them. Ah! I keep trying to drag like I'm in Unity. Yeah, who wouldn't love being a captain? There you go. You know, I don't know. Sounds like a lot of work to me. You know, I when I finished my last animation job, I was talking to my my animation lead when I was saying goodbye, and is it this one? No, it's this one. There you go. And I was just talking to him the fact that I was wishing her well, and that I just, you know, hats off to her because I've been the lead animator on a couple of projects, and when I say a couple, I mean literally just like 2 projects, and I hate it, man. I just you have to be a different mindset to want to be that far up, you know. I prefer just being an animator that just animates his crap and then goes home, right? When you're animation lead, it's just, you know, you're managing everything, and maybe if you're lucky you get to do some animation. Yeah. So I don't know, the whole captain thing, you know. But then I'm trying to make a game company that's going to have lots of employees, so I'm just completely talking out of my ass, I guess. Who would like Captain Wage? There you go. Okay. Yeah, that one I'm definitely on board with, for sure. Alright, so then, who did I say this was? This is Captain Arm upper left. So let's bring his geo all back up. And I'm going to hide. You know what? I'll just leave it on. I'm not going to bother. Captain Arm upper left. There he is. That's who we want. Alright, and then we make this, of course, a 0.6, like so. Yeah, right. Let's go in our perspective view, make this easier. But you see now, this is why I have like the 2 sides. Now that makes better sense why I did that, because some of these aren't shading correctly, right? So it'll display okay here, but like when it's on that one, it gets mangled, or invisible, I should say. All right, so let's get him here. You have a company already, or are you going to make one in the future? No, I'm just talking about this one. But I mean, this is it really has been just me as being the only full-time individual. I was about to say idiot individual doing it full-time. I've been very fortunate that I've had some very talented people that have come on and helped do things like, well, the art, you know. So there's been very appreciative of that, of course. But but yeah, I mean, I'm hoping that the games I'm developing right now, I mean, the Tribbles and the one coming next, are gonna be enough of a start that I can not just email someone and say, hey, can you do some art for me for the next 2 weeks and then go away again, right? I would like to actually have, well, and also I'd like to have someone that can do the programming, right? And handle all the emails on the company side, right? Producer that can handle all that kind of stuff. And it's just when you're doing it solo, it just your time of actual development is amazingly finite, right? I mean, I spend the first hour of my day just catching up on all the correspondence and all the little knickknack business things that I have to deal with, and that's if I'm lucky. It's only an hour, you know. So I mean that's just to keep things functioning on a daily basis. So yeah, this company, but I would love to have a level of success that that I can share in all this fun. And obviously, it would not take me years to make these games, right? If I had more help, but people want to get paid. Can't blame them. I like to get paid. That's why I disappeared for all that time, because I had to, go do some work and get paid again. It's 11:55 p.m. and I woke up at 3 a.m. Jeez. Okay, yeah, that would do it. That would definitely do it, man. Yeah, well, if you want to call that a night, go get yourself some sleep, man. See, that you were like all day partying, weren't you? 3 a.m. I go to bed at 3. No, I don't. I haven't gone to bed at 3 a.m. in a very long time. Let's see. Yeah, you guys are in like similar time zones for sure. He's an hour ahead of you. There you go, Sweden, and you're in London, so an hour apart. Yep. And I'm hiding out here in Sin City, Las Vegas. All right, so that's good. So let me go ahead and bring up the joints. Hide the geo again. Grab this bad boy. Grab him. Constraint. Parent constraint. There you go. Now controls. Hide the joints. Beautiful. Just across the little lake. Yep. Well, I know, Mabu, I know you want to come visit some point, right? Go visit the U.S. and, well, first off, I guess you gotta like get a full-time job, all that kind of fun stuff first. Um, but yeah, I mean, by the time you're ready, maybe flights will be back to normal. All right, so he's good. Control S, grab him, and hide him as well. All right, let's keep going. It's not as time-consuming as I thought it would be, but you can see how slow this still is. Upper left, so this is upper right. Bring him in. Rename. Attach him. There's a doggy scratching herself at my door. See what I tell you? She's 4 minutes early, but I swear to God, my dog can tell time. She's like, she knows internally. It's like, yeah, it's 3. She missed by 4 minutes, but she's now sitting at the door now, waiting. We'll see how long I make her wait. She wants her camera time. Let's see. Translucence, crank that up. The 24-hour clock to AM and PM hurt my brain. All right. So let me fire up this again. Where's my Geo? There he is. And this bad boy is the arm upper right. So it's going to be over there. Oh, and let's get the scale back down to 0.6 so it'll line up like that. That should be pretty good. Oops, I'm still in front of the ring. Yeah, it looks a little large still, but I guess it's okay. Yep, that should be good. Alright. Alright, so let's get the joints turned on. Geo turned off. Select the joint, select the arm. Why do you go back to modeling? Constraint, parent constraint. Done. There you go, my boom. There you go. See, now you're rolling. First place, here you come. Alright. Check it, make sure it's behaving. Yep. We're good. Alright. Controls, joints, that all goes off right now. Control S, good. Another one done. So, time consuming. This isn't quite as slow as it was to actually create all the outlines for this geometry. But I got to do the whole same thing. I mean, like for like the neck here, right? This is a perfect example of I could just ignore it, but once I bring it into the game engine, I may see kind of a deformation or something like that, right? Where it looks really, the animation looks bad. And then I have to go back and try and guess what's going on here, since Maya and transparent sprites are not friends. They're friends like the Bloods and Crips are friends. Alright. So, arm upper right. Bring in a couple more. Do a couple more of these and then I'll wrap up for today. The belt. There he is. So just go 0.6. Change. Translucency goes up. Ambient color goes up. Like so. About here-ish. That's pretty good. Let's push it back. Off to bed. Take care. I see you, dudes. OB Scripter, man. Great to see you again. Thanks for coming by. Hope you can make it again when you're not waking up at 3 a.m. Yeah. Well, I'm going to be heading out here pretty shortly myself. Like I said, I'm just doing the 1 hour stints now. Just to get in, talk to you guys for a little while, show you what the latest and greatest is and the progress, let you know that I'm, honest to God, still working on the game, and then get myself out. But, yeah, I'll be back on Friday. I hope you get some good sleep. Alright. Oh, let me rename this. Oh, crap, I didn't. It's belt. Captain Belt. His name is Captain Belt. That ain't it. Catch you next time. Adios. Thanks, OP Scripter. Thanks, man. Alright, so I just finished up the belt, and then I will unleash the penny, since she's waiting out there. Joints. Let's see, is that our... Yep, Captain Belt is right there. Go, constraint. Parent constraint. Throw up the old controls. This should be that bad boy. Whoa, wrong. What the heck? Yeah, there it is. Just grabbing the wrong piece there. Nice. Alright, that's good. Alright, I'll do one more, and then we will wrap up. How about that? I'm going to be anal enough that I'm going to make this a capital C, just for consistency. No reason. Just because. Alright, last one. Go import. Belt. Browse center. Hey, there's a totally different thing. So let's get the Geo fired up. Get him selected. Fix the coloring. Like so. Done. Alright. And he's going to go... Oh, let's get the 0.6. Get him out front. Rotate a little bit. Get it about right. There you go. Now push it back a little bit. So he goes behind the control. Like so. And let's go ahead and hide Geo. Hide the controls, get all that crap out of the way. All we care about is this joint, which is Captain Eyebrow Center. Constrain, parent, done. Bring the controls back. Eyebrow Center. Yep, that's good. Cool. All right, and then Control S. So I'm just gonna be doing more of that. I still got a ton. I didn't even name that one, did I? No, I didn't. Did I actually copy paste? No, I didn't. Wow, I'm just getting lazy on that, aren't I? It's Captain Eyebrow Center, if I remember correctly. And push him up here, like so. All right. And I'll go ahead and turn him off. So I'm just going to be doing more of the same on that one. So it's just going to be a lot of lather, rinse, repeat. I'll do the same thing. Rather than start animating him, I'll go ahead and also do the #1 character. I'll get her all situated and rigged up. So what days do you stream? Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Starting at 2 o'clock my time, which I believe is 10 p.m. your time. Just for an hour. But Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I'm back to that old schedule. There you go. But yeah, so Friday when I'm back, I will not only have finished all this rigging, but hopefully I will have some of this animation already started. If not, something went horribly wrong, which let's hope that doesn't happen, unless I get distracted by something else. But yeah, I mean, this is good. The fact that I'm working on the other cutscenes is a good sign that I am finally at the, you know, almost, I won't say the finish line, but I'm definitely in the home stretch for this game, getting this thing wrapped up. But once again, hopefully I hear from Steam pretty soon. I would love to hear back from them, and anytime, guys, you know, not that they're listening, but, you know, come on. Hopefully I hear from Steam and I can get this game out on playtest. I mean, if it doesn't happen, then I'll just go back to the idea of just doing the beta keys and doing it that way. But it's just the playtest is a lot cleaner. It's a lot easier to invite a lot of people to test the game in the short run and get their feedback now. But, you know, we'll see what happens there. But either way, I'll keep making progress. So there you go. We're about 3:05, so I'll go ahead and call it a day here. Wrap up, and I will be back on Friday actually animating. So when I say in the title, when it says animating the cutscenes, it'll actually be true on Friday. Hopefully. Hopefully. All right. But it is that time. What do you say? Should we have the cameo? You know, this is why you guys actually stick around, right? Have a good day. You too, man. My boob, thanks for coming around again, buddy. All right. Here you go, my boob. It's your one and only favorite dog. You ready? Oh, jeez. Ow, ow. You just ate my chin. I'm trying to get you, like, some new friends with my boob here, and if you eat my face... You're scared again? No, she's just all excited. Oh, now she's gonna go fetch one of her toys. All right. Yeah, see, she just brought her bone. All right, give me a second. We'll go do Frisbee, okay? Just 1 second. Just let me finish here. All right, guys. Thanks again for hanging out. My boob, hope to see you again on Friday. For everyone else that's hanging out, thank you so much for being here. As always, if you want to give me a shout outside of the stream, let me do the gratuitous plug, as always. There you go. There is my Discord channel. Please, please, please feel free to join me on Discord. I'm usually available there all the time. But otherwise, come back on Friday. I'll be here 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, which is 10 p.m. GMT. Until then, you guys take care of yourselves, and I will see you in 2 days. Adios, folks.